The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Wednesday, the 20th day of December, 2022. Welcome to the Daily Hour brought to you by, is it the 21st or 20th?
21st.
21st. That means we missed Shanta's birthday yesterday. Anyway, brought to you because Linda. I'm Jamal Hartman. She's Sandra Durham, and Maya Palacio will be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in her news break brought to you by People's Pharmacy. Hold on. We got to sing happy birthday to Shanta yesterday. You all. Hey, Shanta, we're live on the show right now. And let me just apologize on behalf of the TDH crew. That's Maya and Sancha and Sherry and Phil. And Larry, because I remember, but what happened, my phone was having some trouble yesterday. So, Shanta, happy birthday to you. Look, one more year to 65, retirement age. So, sis, we hope you have the best birthday ever. All right, got that out of the way. Hey,
Jamal,
huh?
I am never, ever committing a crime with you.
Oh.
You just threw everybody under the bus and then tell everybody, what?
Oh.
Made up an excuse for yourself. I'm never committing a crime with you, ever.
Oh, you heard that? I thought I turned my volume down.
I'm in disbelief.
Oh,
Just when you thought you knew somebody.
I thought my volume was down. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay. Moving along.
Oh, yes. Good morning, Karen. What did I do? Tanya? Greetings, everyone, and thanks for making us part of your daily routine. A good one today as we welcome Tamara Richardson of People's Pharmacy back to the show. This is a good discussion we're having on health, retail, and the holidays. Folks, you want to, trust me, you don't want to miss today's Daily Focus. The Daily Play is more holiday trivia. One last question from Bermuda Trivia for you all today. I think Sancha's got this one. It's another easy one. I think yesterday was so easy, Phil couldn't believe it. He was in shock when he got it, but I think you've got this, Sancha.
Okay.
You think? Okay, you think got it? Got it. I don't have a joke for you guys today. You guys want a joke?
I haven't heard a joke in a while, so.
No. I don't have my joke book, and I'm not original like that, so I don't have a joke for you.
Well, maybe we should try. Let's see. Go ahead, Jamal. Think of one real quick.
I don't have it this morning.
Okay.
I think Maya or you should tell a joke.
I don't do jokes.
Oh, okay. Some people have many other talents, folks. I think we should have a very important conversation today, though, because one of the things I've been encouraged by this, during this time in Bermuda, Sancha, is entrepreneurs. There are a lot of people doing a lot of things, whether it's selling oils, butters, candles, services, people who are getting gift certificates for people to have treatments at nail bar, like different things like that. I am honestly encouraged by the amount of Bermudians who have, whether full-time or as a side hustle, who have ventured into some sort or some type of entrepreneurship. So I guess, if we go back to conversations earlier this year, Craig Simmons, Bermuda College lecturer and economist, he actually said that entrepreneurship is going to be the way for Bermuda out of our current situation economically. And he was very honest. 90% of entrepreneur or businesses fail, right? But Again, what do entrepreneurs do? They generate income, they create opportunities and jobs and so on. So, question of the morning: how can we encourage more Bermudians to become entrepreneurs? Like, what can we do to encourage more Bermudians? And I'm going to put you and Maya on the spot from jump. Both of you are entrepreneurs. And I'm going to pick on Maya since she's not here to defend herself first. But I think what really impressed me about Maya, and many people probably won't remember this, but remember she was doing the press conferences at when the COVID press conferences, and it was always Media Maya. The day when it was Mackenzie Cole Tuckett from Media Maya, I was like, she gets it. Like we rise. Well, we rise with others, and that right there was probably one of the most impressive things. I mean, Maya probably wasn't even 24, 23 at the time, but I just thought she gets it. She gets it. And when I, went down and enjoyed my time at Nail Bar last week, I was just like, talking to the people. It's like, this is what we do. This is, you create opportunities, you create experiences and offer services that people want to spend money on, or people have a desire to enjoy, or that fulfill a need.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And as far as journalism, the young people just don't seem interested in news. I think Maya got people back interested in news. I just think entrepreneurship offers us more opportunities than waiting on somebody to come and save us. So how can we encourage more Bermudians to become entrepreneurs? That's the question of the morning, folks. This is a time where people are purchasing stuff. This is a time where creative people are offering stuff. What can we do to encourage more Bermudians into that space? Oh, Sancha, you want to give me some?
Oh my gosh, there's so many different directions we can go with this. I definitely always encourage entrepreneurship. Um, but at the same time, I am very loud when I speak to people, and I let them know that it's not for the faint at heart.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And I think we should be realistic with whether this is something that you actually want. You know what I mean? And then I also think that if you have something in mind as an entrepreneur, I say go down that road, but know that that road has twists and turns. How I envisioned Nail Bar to be when we first opened, it's nothing like what Nail Bar is today. The premises and what I opened Nail Bar, it was like I was so big into Japanese nail art, and I'm gonna bring that to Bermuda. And you wait, these girls, their nails are gonna be. That's not who we are. We are not that today. And it took me a minute to be like, no, but wait, no, we need a Japanese nail artist. No, Sancho, that's not what they wanted. But what we have today is beyond what I could have never ever imagined. So I think, open your mind. So you may have an idea, but doesn't mean that's exactly, use it to help you venture into other places.
But you just said something, not what they wanted. So you responded to your customers like, but so many people don't do that. I think where we got lost in entrepreneurship is people think that because they have a business or they're offering or selling something, that people should buy it because they know them or they like them. And that's not how business works. I had to learn that,
Yeah, you have to get to know your clientele. Don't change yourself, but know that you can change your product to suit, like to still stand firm in who you are, but then to also suit your clientele. And we realize that nothing against the younger market, but they don't have the disposable income. They are, when they're going to get their nails done, and the ones that would actually want that, in my mind, Japanese nail art, they're asking their parents, hey, can you spot me? They're right now just coming into the career. So they're kind of still on paycheck to paycheck. They don't have a savings. They don't have the disposable income to say, I'm coming to you every 2 weeks and I'm going to spend this outrageous $200 on what you're trying to provide. Right. But now we cater more to an older clientele They have the disposable income. They come in because this is their thing that they do for themselves. They don't want crazy designs all over their nails. They just want a simple manicure, pedicure. But I had to make sure that I enhance those services. Like, let me give you some wax. Let me wrap your leg. Let me give you a massage. You know what I mean? So enhance those things to respond to what the client wants, but still staying firm in who I am and what I'm providing.
Yeah, that's interesting. And you know, it's responding to the market that you know, you may have aimed for one group of people, but another group of people responded, and you said, you know what, maybe this is the way to go. How can we encourage more Bermudians to become entrepreneurs? Again, I've been in quite a few stores with Bermudian products being sold. I've been to quite a few places seeing Bermudians selling things for the holidays. It could be candles, oils. There's so many different things. And it doesn't have to be the next Central Durham or Bill Gates, or like, it doesn't have to be big like that. It can just be you and another, like, because people think.
Did you just put my name next to Bill Gates?
I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, I did.
Oh my God, I wish.
I'll tell you that. But I'm just saying, like, you don't have to. I think when we put ourselves under such pressure when it comes to entrepreneurship, and we think that, oh, well, I may not have the resources or whatever, because you did say, you know, it takes capital, right? Folks, Mark Bean said it best. I remember some years ago, Mark Bean said, look, some entrepreneurs, it literally can begin just, okay, you have an issue with the price of toilet paper. Well, go bring in a bulk of toilet paper and sell it one by one.
What about, remember when, I wonder if they're still around, Bermuda, remember that Bermuda roll of toilet paper that hit
Yes.
right before, right when COVID started? I was like, who's this little lucky leprechaun?
Yeah.
When they had, the whole world was like, oh, you know, we're not stock up on toilet paper, stock up on toilet paper. I remember going around Mills Creek and seeing their factory and getting toilet paper because that's what they were telling you to stock up on. I was like, this person, good for them.
Hey, remember toilet paper tills during the pandemic, folks? People were going crazy. Teresa Marie says, love nail bar, Christmas red nails. All right, now go on now. I didn't get no Christmas red nails. Cherie Dill says, do they teach entrepreneurship in schools? It's not easy, so it would be good to have the tools and guides. I'd like to know if any educators in the audience, do they teach entrepreneurship in schools? I remember when I was at City Bridge that one year, we actually had a business class. It was the first business class I ever had. But I and this is no disrespect to City Bridge or the teacher, but it was my last year of school. I had no interest in it. I didn't even understand it because there was nothing leading us to that class during my schooling in Bermuda. I will say I think it would be helpful if students were, I guess, open or offered those opportunities like they were in math, English, and the regular subjects that are taught. Because had I known what could come through entrepreneurship, look, I say it all the time, and this is one of the biggest takeaways from this trip to Bermuda that I'm on right now is politicians are not the ones that are going to save or help Bermuda out of its current state. Entrepreneurs, CEOs, business owners, those are the people that are going to do the work. So everyone out here waiting on David Burt, Premier of Bermuda, and his administration, they don't have a clue. They need business people. And I don't say that disrespectfully, although really I don't care. But being very frank and honest, those are not the people that are going to get Bermuda out of its current state. Business people, entrepreneurs, CEOs, those are the people who have the ideas, they have the capital, they have the talent, the intellect. Those are the people. So we need Sancha to really focus on entrepreneurship. And when I say entrepreneurship, I said this on Twitter last week sometime. Entrepreneurship isn't just the space you live within, right? I don't know this, and if she's doing it, sorry for spoiling it. It's just not. There's an opportunity. But Sancha may say she wants to expand Nail Bar to Bahamas. Maya may say, I want to expand my Media Maya Productions company to the Cayman Islands. You know, we may say we want to expand Bermuda Communications Group to St. Lucia, right? I say that because the world is a bigger place than the space that we live in.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to just look at it. If you can provide that toilet paper to Bermudians, what's stopping you from saying, you know what, I'm going to export this to Jamaica? All it takes is going to a conference in Vegas or Orlando, meeting people, developing relationships in the region. It's not as hard as we think. Entrepreneurship and finding individuals, right, to export, I'm telling you, folks, it could be a savior. Sanch?
So Michael Daniels says you can't teach entrepreneurship. I wholeheartedly agree on that. You can teach business,
Mm-hmm.
you can teach those things, but I stand firmly on you can't teach entrepreneurship. There are some people that, and this is when I started, and I'm like, I feel so many different ways where it pertains to this. There are certain people that are in business now, they are entrepreneurs, and how many complaints do you hear, like, oh, this person showed up late,
Mm-hmm.
or oh, I can't get this done, or and this is why I say, if you're not going to commit yourself, I say don't go down that road unless you really understand what you're getting into. So I wholeheartedly agree with Michael
I
Daniels.
agree with what you just said. You can teach business. And as Tanya Cheeseman says, you know, my daughter took business classes at Berkeley, i.e., small business and marketing. I think I agree. You can teach business, but entrepreneurship, it's a personality. It's almost like it's a way of life, right? And while I've taken entrepreneurship classes, I guarantee you not many of the people in those classes ended up becoming entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurship, um, it requires a lot, Sancha. It requires you to really think long term. It takes a lot of sacrifice. And it's like leadership. Sometimes the best player on the team will never be the captain because while they have the greatest skill and the ability, they just, I guess, they don't have possess the leadership skills, because to many people, leadership cannot be taught.
Hmm. Hmm.
The ability and skill to play the game, right? You may be able to be taught that. But as far as the ability to lead others, so I think I agree with Michael Daniels on that. Cherie Dill says, simple ideas with great marketing and scale are the biggest winners. I am always amused at how this elf on the shelf thing took off. You sound like you have a young one that does it, Cherie.
Listen, last year, right? I was walking down the stairs and I said to my friend Brittany, that was on recently, I was like, honestly, next year we should put together a whole elf business,
Mhm.
selling the accessories, looking into all of these things, give people a calendar for the. And then this year I was able to buy one. I'm telling you, somebody that really goes hard into this elf situation. I went to Gorham's the other day, and it was like 2 boxes of clothes left on the shelf.
Wow.
People are invested in making this elf
And
daily.
I think it helps because children, I didn't know how serious it was. I was over my boy's house the other day, and he like had to turn the light off, run over, move the elf. What? And I didn't understand it. I still don't. But my niece has one, and I was just like, these children must go to school, brag about my elf this, my elf that. Like I honestly don't get
Hey,
it.
Jamal, Effie the elf has made Maddox so happy this morning. He came rolling in on a scooter,
Mhm.
and he left black Pokemon cards.
Mhm.
I heard Maddox inside, thank you, Effie. Thank you. You're the best. I'm telling you.
This
It's
is crazy. Sean Smith says, I will encourage people to look at buying a business, not necessarily starting one. Hmm.
I don't
Hmm.
know how I feel about that. I get buying a business, but I think when you're starting a business, it's your passion, right? You're lighting a fire that you have inside of you with all of these ideas, and who's to say that those ideas that you have, I
Mhm.
mean, think about it. When I started Nail Bar, there was not, we have all these nail salons around now.
Mhm.
It's a difference between a nail salon and nail bar, a nail spa, right?
Mhm.
There was, it came out of need. I was coming back from New York. I didn't have anywhere to get a manicure, pedicure. I needed it a quick in and out, but a luxury service at the same time. I couldn't have bought that. We were the first.
I think, and maybe again, tell me if I'm wrong. Acquiring a business might cost more. I think starting one up, depending on level, you can gradually, take your time, depending on how big or how you borrow. If you borrow,
depending on how solid that business is. Think about it. The amount of money I've spent making those mistakes, like even when it comes to little things like the getting it right, the setup and so if everything is in place for you and it's been done well, but then also if it hasn't been done well, you could be inheriting someone else's headaches, bills, and problems.
Yeah, I take his point though. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer with that. I think it depends on the business. It depends on the industry. Let's use Elon Musk. He just overpaid by many. Arguably, people feel that he overpaid for Twitter, right? Would he have had more success starting his own Twitter? I mean, former President Trump started Truth Social. How's that going, right? So I think there's examples, but as Sancha said, buying something and having to change it versus creating her own experience with nail bar, I think there's big differences. Anyway, let's bring Maya in before Sancha gets us in trouble. Hey, that bus is still out there, folks.
Good morning, everyone. This is the Daily Owl Newswave brought to you by People's Pharmacy.
Well, hello. How are you?
I'm feeling really good. I'm in the Christmas spirit right now, and I love this conversation. So,
because I was picking on you at the beginning too.
You had me there. I was about to jump in, and then you said something nice, and I was like, "Okay, I'll step down."
Would you think I was gonna say something bad? Am I like that, really? I mean,
you started the line off with, "I'm gonna pick on Maya."
Yeah. She's always ready to fight. But talk to us. I mean, you took a risk. I mean, Maya, let's be honest. Most people finish college. The first thing they want to do is go and find a job for somebody. That's the mindset of most people, right? I think what you did is not traditional. It's not traditional for someone to go out on their own so early, right? Even, most people, even if they don't like the experience, the mindset is, I have to stay in this job. I have to keep this job, get experience, and so on. You've done something that's not normal. Wouldn't you agree, Sancha? Like, it's not normal?
I do. But she's an Aries, so.
Okay, April girls. But what inspired you to take that route? Like, how did was it like parents? Was it what inspired you to do that?
As I'm listening to you guys talking, and I had a chance to think back on like what did make me want to do that. And I started thinking about, I think you already said earlier, 90% of first-time businesses, like, they fail. And I started thinking, like, wow, this medium buyer wasn't really my first entrepreneurship thing. Like, when I was younger, I self-taught myself how to braid hair, and I was braiding hair for friends, cousins, whatever, to get money in that way. And then afterwards, even trying to get through school, I started doing any odd end jobs that I could, especially my crochet line that I did. And I started that, and that went really well too. And it's just like different things. And I learned so much of the process, dealing with people, customers, doing things on your own, things like that. So I guess leaving school, and then I knew I don't want to do anything that doesn't make me happy. And I remember already interning with almost every single news outlet in Bermuda. And one thing that stood out to me that I said I know I needed is I need a place that's going to progress me, that's going to challenge me, that's going to move into the next century and not just stay stagnant. And I unfortunately didn't feel like I found that anywhere. And then I feel like my own brand started to come about while I was still in high school, while I was still in university. I was using my own social media platform, not really thinking that it would actually become something bigger than what it is. And then once school ended and I had my degree, and I had more credibility, and things just started to flow that way until the pandemic hit, and then it just became more accessible and more to follow Maya. She knows what's going on, and she's doing this and that, and things started flowing, and people started sending out everything that I post, and I was just like, okay, I have something on my hands here. Like, it wasn't something that I had planned to do. Like, it was just something that kind of fell into my lap, and I was just like, all right, let's do it.
I think that's actually great, because it's sometimes everyone acts like it takes this big business plan. I actually had an entrepreneur tell me some years ago, it's like you only really need a solid business plan if you're borrowing money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, have a strategy and a plan
And go for it.
and go for it. And it doesn't have to be an in-depth strategy and plan. That strategy and plan could be simply you see a need, fill a need. And that's what you do.
Sometimes like that thinking and planning too much gets in the way. You start, it's year 1, you get to year 5, and you've been planning for 5 years and you still haven't started. Just start. Like, honestly, just start. Today, start.
Yeah.
Go.
Yep.
Do something.
I love that. Yep. Just start, not knowing exactly what you're gonna do, but just start like that, because that's always the blockage point, right? All right.
That's where the best ideas come from. Like, I have no idea what's gonna happen, but go.
Yeah.
All right.
What's
Let's
in
get
the
to
news, Maya?
the news today. It's going to be a short broadcast, everyone, but some really nice stories going on. First off, the Abandoned Boats Project, a joint initiative between KBB and the government of Bermuda, has removed 55 abandoned and derelict marine vessels from local waters since May of 2022. The project, which aims to clean up the local marine environment, reduce environment hazards, and minimize safety risks for boaters and others, has received tremendous support from the public. They said the cost of extracting and safely disposing the vessels already has gone up to $150,000, all of which has been generously funded by individual and corporate donations. Here's a quick little video snippet of them extracting the videos from the water.
All that was done by one guy. He bought his boat around here.
There you have it.
So where are they taking the boats?
Well, they get disposed of appropriately. That's the basics word that they could say for it. But yeah, they get disposed of appropriately in the way they should be.
All right, cleaning up the waters, because there were a lot of them, but hey.
Yeah, especially after the hurricanes and things, they just sink and then get abandoned.
Yeah, we don't need that in our oceans. What else you got for us?
Inspector Mark Thompson of the Bermuda Police Service successfully completed 11 weeks of command and leadership training at the National Police College in Jamaica. The course, which is the 86th batch of the Staff and Junior Command course, has trained and equipped middle management officers with contemporary police skills geared toward their development as effective police commanders. The course primarily covered modules in personal effectiveness, police leadership and management, police administration, crime investigation, and intelligence management, as well as operations and critical incident management. The course also included 2 weeks of operational command experiences out in the field. Inspector Thompson said the course was very challenging, but the content and the results were rewarding.
Congratulations to him. I mean, hey, keep improving. Hopefully it increases the value of the Bermuda Police Service and improves the policing in Bermuda.
Next up in the news today, well, the Bermuda Fishermen's Association, here's a quick little update. They are once again still pleading and requesting for the ministry to sit down with them and have a talk, because they still feel that their words and their impact on the BOPP is not being understood or even taken into consideration. So once again, they sent out a letter recently to the Minister of Home Affairs, I believe Walter Urbane, in order to get some more information from him and to talk with him about what they believe should be done.
I'm very interested to see how that situation is going to turn out. It'll be very telling to see how it impacts other things that people are fighting for as far as the government.
Yes, because they're thinking about West End and also the Medi Waste.
Correct.
Yeah. And lastly on the list, I know yesterday we had the Bermuda Road Safety Council on, and we talked about safety with alcohol consumption and also driving on the roads, especially during this time of year. This holiday season can be quite dangerous for that. So everyone needs to be prepared and have those better practices put in place. Well, there's also another factor to strongly consider over the holidays, and that is protecting your drinks and being mindful of the people who are around you. The Sexual Assault Response Team of Bermuda is a 24-hour hotline, and they have a message for Bermuda over the holidays. Gainell Hayward Caesar, the chairperson of SART, wishes to remind everyone to trust your gut, be cautious inviting someone into your home or going to someone else's home, 3 out of 5 sexual assaults occur in the person's home or the home of the perpetrator. Be aware of date rape drugs. Don't leave a friend, and keep an eye on your children. She went on to say that alcohol use during the holidays rises with the increase of parties and social gatherings. Alcohol is also the #1 facilitator of date rape drugs, and victims are often under the influence when a sexual assault occurs, as perpetrators take advantage of their diminished facilities. More than 90% of sexual assault survivors have reported that use of alcohol prior to being sexually assaulted. It is important that we all understand that victims are never at fault for a sexual assault. If a person does not or cannot consent, that is a sexual assault. And if you have or know, sexual assaults can be reported by calling 247-1624.
All right. Thanks so much for that, Maya. And folks, be careful. That's all I'd say. Be very careful. I just want to say, I don't know if you guys saw the clip. I don't, forgive me, audience, if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Deniche Hill, young man. I believe he just signed a contract with a Premier League football team, Leicester City Football Club.
Yeah.
So I believe, yeah, that's huge. That's huge. I mean, we've had many Bermudians signing for English clubs in particular in recent years, but how many? I think Kane Critchlow with Watford was the other, but how many are really signing professional contracts with Premier League clubs? This is big. This is huge. And congratulations. I think he is the nephew of one of our loyal TDH community members, Karen Edwards Simmons. So congratulations to her nephew, to her family. We are behind. You know, hey, look, Bermudians love to see Bermudians succeed on the highest stage. And I'm looking forward to seeing him. So Bermuda, I don't know if you've connected with him, his family, friends, but let's get behind another Bermudian on the big stage. And let's hope that his career, somewhere along the line, he ends up on my team, whoever that may be one day again. Yeah. The days of the year, Sancha.
Today is Ribbon Candy Day. Thin enough to melt in your mouth, ribbon candy is shiny, sweet, colorful ribbons of candy, distinctive in color and shape. The holiday treat was created centuries ago in Europe, where confectioners first designed it to decorate their shops, and the curls were done around the candy maker's thumb. Today, the candy is manufactured on large scales with machines, but is still carefully tended to candy makers to make sure that the delicate ribbons come out perfectly. Do you like candy ribbon, Jamal?
Candy ribbon. You know what it is, man?
A candy cane, but it's like a ribbon. It's like red. Is this another one you don't know, Jamal?
I don't know either.
You should have bought a picture for me. You should have bought a picture for me, Sancha.
I'm gonna message you a picture of candy ribbon. It looks just like red and white, like a candy cane, but it's really thin.
Oh.
No,
No,
Sancha. It's not ringing a bell.
it's not ringing a bell here.
everyone, look at who in the audience knows what candy ribbon is.
I'm sure Sherry knows.
I'm definitely more of a chocolate person.
Yeah.
Yeah, candy ribbon.
Audience, let us know if you know what Sancha's talking about. Show us a picture or something. Maya, we'll see you tomorrow.
Alrighty, everyone can get their weather news from Sancho today.
Oh, right. You forgot.
I was gonna leave.
No, don't do that. What we're looking like?
It's looking like some occasional sunny spells, but it's gonna be, the winds are gonna be light to moderate and then moderate overnight, and we have a high of 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
I see no sun, Maya.
It's still the beginning of the day.
Oh, well. Later, Maya. Thank you for that news report. Later.
Bye, guys.
All righty, folks. We've got quite a few people out there. Yes, Sancha, Tanya Cheeseman knows what it is. See, I tell you, Sherry would know. Of course I know. And NTS, never seen candy ribbon in my life. Yeah.
I'm going to send you a picture, Jamal.
Yes, please do. Please do. I want to see if I recognize it. Folks, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Good conversation coming up with Tamara Richardson. Folks, I always enjoy Tams. I'm happy that we're back in the groove and she's coming more often again. And I know the audience asks, we're not doing any more Tamara? Well, she's here and we're going to have some fun with it. You ready?
Yes.
Stick with us.
Let's face it, life can be a little wild, but shopping doesn't have to be. I choose People's, so that whether it's a prescription that needs to be filled, a toy for my little terror, or a gift for a new addition to the family, we'll see about that. Everything's available in one convenient location. Some call it People's, I call it my one-stop shop in the city. People's, we're here for you.
Welcome to the new bulk store, Lindo's Next Level. Wake up in the morning with enough coffee to keep you running throughout the entire day. Your pet at home deserves the best. Stock up on dog food to keep your puppy happy. Need a quick, tasty lunch at home? Your chicken nuggets will be jumping right out of the freezer. What's a movie night without popcorn? You can never have too much. Lindo's Next Level. Why go anyplace else?
Mom's celebrating her 70th birthday next month. Have you noticed her age is catching up with her?
Yeah. Plus, she's having a hard time getting up and around like she's used to. I would sure hate to see her fall.
At Medical House Limited, we can help make life situations easier. We have electric beds, motorized scooters, bath stools, walkers, you name it.
Mom's been real good to us. We'll get her birthday and Christmas gifts from Medical House.
Medical House has relocated next to the Dandytown Field, number 6 Bakery Lane, Pembroke. Telephone 292-3622.
Alrighty, welcome back to the big show, Sancha Durham. I'm Jamel Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by Medical House, One Communications, Lindo's, and People's Pharmacy. Folks, guess what? If you don't have social media, you no longer need it to tune into this show. You can now watch the Daily Hour live on our website. So just go to thedailyhour.com. Of course, if you want to comment and engage, you still have to go on YouTube or Facebook. But if you're one of those people who just likes to watch and throw something at the screen when I say something crazy, then you can just go on our website, thedailyhour.com, and you can do that. So check us out on our website if you haven't already. But without further ado, we've got our guest for the day, Tamara Richardson. Let's get our crowd going. There they are. Morning. There they go again. They got a bit crazy when you come back, Yes. You know what? I'm going to say to you and Sancha, right? This is a busy time of year. Are you both as tired as the other?
Sancha is considerably younger than I am, so I'm going to go with I'm more tired. However, she does have a younger son.
Okay.
I think we're even.
All right. I was just going to say, I'm not getting into that age thing with you two, but hey, thank you so much for coming by, and especially knowing what time of year it is for you. But just speak to us. We've seen different reports. I honestly did go in People's Pharmacy the other day. The lines were long. It was crazy. So my niece wasn't too happy, but speak to us about how important the festive season is to retailers in Bermuda like yourself.
I would venture to say the world over, the festive season sort of makes or breaks our year. We began preparing for Christmas in January, so we literally build up towards this time of the year. So it's extremely important to us to put our best face forward. Every day people wipe out the shelves. So that means every evening and every morning we have to refill the shelves. So right now it is really just go. Typically it's extremely busy, obviously, in the toy store, but this year, I don't know if it's the post-COVID lull. This year it feels like it is busy in every single square foot of People's Pharmacy, including the dispensary. More people seem to be traveling. More people obviously then therefore need medicine before they go. So every single person in People's is fully engaged from opening to closing at this point. So 2 days for a great team.
No, I can attest to that. It was literally like I would walk down one aisle, then I'm going to go back around the other. It was like that when I was in there the other day, folks. Karen Simmons says, "Welcome back, Tamara." Indeed. Speak to us, and you kind of spoke to this last time you were on about how you go about choosing promos. But what promos do you have? And let me just be honest with you. So you must have had a promo running recently, and I didn't know. And someone said, People's had this promo. It was last week or last weekend. And I said, no, I didn't know. And I'll be honest, but what promos do you have running? So those people like me who weren't paying attention, through Christmas, which is this weekend, but also post-Christmas, because a lot of retailers tend to have sales right after Christmas.
Right. So right now, so for all of December, we've had books on sale for the weekends. So buy one, get one 50% off. So every weekend in December, including this weekend, which is going to be busy as ever anyway, buy one book, get your second book 50% off. So if you're all about your new year, new you, now is a good time to stock up on this self-help books. If you're doing the Daniel fast, if you're doing, if you want to budget better, come into People's. We have all different genres of books. And like I said, they're on sale. Games and puzzles are currently on sale and will be right through the new year. We know that not everybody can afford right now to go out. So if you want to plan a family games night, if you just want to have a quiet night in, my daughter recently revealed she doesn't know how to play checkers. I feel like a failure as a mother. So 50% off games and puzzles from now right through the new year. Hair care, one of our best performing departments, will be on sale from Boxing Day through the new year. Again, we understand not everybody can afford those services professionally. So we have quite a lot of DIYers. So whatever you need to color, maintain your natural curls. If you're back on the perm, it's all on sale, 35% off, I believe. And then home decor is on sale up to 60% off. And quite a lot of our customers have appreciated that. They like to reset their homes, spruce up their home offices, create wonderful backdrops for their Zooms. So those currently are the promotions that I'm aware of right now.
And just remind us the hours, because I know people have been saying in conversations that, hey, stores are not open like for late night Christmas shopping anymore, which I don't know if that's a norm.
You're going to test me now, but I'm going to go by memory. So Victoria Street is Monday to Saturday. We're open from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Okay. Sundays, we are open from 10 to 4 p.m. The hospital store, Monday to Friday, is open 8 to 8 p.m. Our nurses need that extra hour to get in, get their snacks, get fueled up. Saturdays, open 8 to 7 p.m. And then Sundays, the hospital is open 10 to 6. It's a much, much busier operation just because it's such a captive audience down there at the hospital.
Indeed. Got you. And speaking of, medicines, as you mentioned earlier, many businesses actually shut down during the holidays, but some, though not essential, are necessary components of our lives, like a pharmacy. How does People's go about dealing with the challenges of providing convenient and necessary services for their clients during this holiday period?
I think it all starts from hiring. When we hire, we make sure that attitude is as important, if not more important, than ability. It's very hard to work in a business that ramps up during Christmas when all your friends are sort of gearing down, enjoying all of the Christmas parties. So many of our team just have an exceptional attitude when it comes to retail. Our customers love us, love our team. And when they get that feedback, it helps to fuel them because it's hard. It is hard to, they have literally been going nonstop since Halloween ended. So actually, it seems like every season runs into the other. So it starts with hiring and then just help making sure everybody sort of understands our mission. We are an essential service. COVID, I wouldn't say it was good, but in that respect, COVID really did help our staff understand how valuable the pharmacy side of our business is to the community. So we are an essential service. We're not just your average business. We cannot close our doors. In our hospital store, some medicines are only available in Bermuda in that store. So there is no possibility of closing. So we just make sure the team understands our mission.
So we are at the end of the year, and as any entrepreneur, you reflect back on your year, and especially listen to Jamal saying the lines are down the hole. What are some of the changes you hope to make at People's to that will improve the customer experience for 2023 and beyond?
So the way I've always grown and innovated at People's is I am a customer. I think about what I want to see improved and better. And for me, it's convenience. It's sort of that package of services where a person doesn't have to think about anything. You just tell the person what you want and they deliver it. So our very fresh trip, buy-in trip starts in 2 weeks. And at the end of that buy-in trip, we're going to a technology show, because the reality is in Bermuda, technology does tend to lag. So we're going to make a concerted effort this year to look into technology so that we can start getting some real-time live services available for people using technology. Another improvement I would love to make is to invest in training our staff. Through COVID, which now feels like 2 to 3 years, we literally were in survival mode. We didn't really have time for a lot of the nice to haves. So it will really be good to pour back into our team. Like I said, technology is coming. And so it's going to be important to allow our team to retrain, retool. Like I said, as long as they have the right attitude and they're open to that.
So Tammy has been like a big sister to me since I was like this little. I don't know if you knew that, Jamal. I'm always putting stuff out there on the show.
So, and what a week, because I spent the weekend, I don't hang out much, but I hung out at a 65th birthday party. So my favorite Mr. and Mrs. Durham at this party.
They go nowhere, Jamal. Nowhere. So,
and they were a long way from home.
Yes. As your mom gets ready to step aside and you prepare to take over, how do you envision honoring her legacy?
What a question. So officially, my mother has stepped aside, and I don't even know the word. In a family business, you just assume the responsibilities, but she has made it clear that I am now the CEO of People's Pharmacy. Really, it's important to me to honor her legacy by just, ensuring the longevity of the business, the sustainability of the success of the business. We focus very heavily on customer service, and that's always been sort of an outward thing, outward to the customers coming in the door. But it's really important to me to also serve our team and also make sure that everybody who works on the People's team who wants better for themselves has a plan and a set of steps to achieve what they want in life as well. So for me, just carrying on that legacy of being a pillar in the community of what a healthy family business can be.
Indeed. And you heard it here first. First of all, congratulations, Tamara, on, it's not a look, let's be honest. There are many families who have children. And for whatever reason, those children don't want to take over the family business. Those children are not ingrained in it. And you've shared your story on this show before. It's not like you just finished college and you came to Bermuda and worked for People's. You actually went out to work for other, I'm not a lot of,
I've always worked for People's. It's just that I also had other jobs.
Right. Like, it wasn't like you just came back and People's was your life. You actually worked other jobs as well. And I think, the lessons that you learned from that as well. So I think, honestly, I cannot say congratulations enough, because I just know it's not the pressure you may feel right now. It's tremendous. I mean, you've often been highlighted and hyped up and spoken glowingly about how your mom, with the help of her father, started that business and how it's grown. A lot of people, I'm not as old as some of you guys, but I'm just saying, you brought it up earlier. But I just remember the parking lot wasn't always there. There was a Twist ice cream shop or something there.
Upstairs.
Well, if you've seen People's over the years, this is not, children like my niece who loves it, she wouldn't understand. It was not always that. When I used to go to St. Paul's AME Church with my family every now and then, we called it pyramids back then, and we would just go over, get our snacks, and then go back to church. So I am excited for you. I'm excited to see where you take it. And I know your mother's proud of the woman you've become, the leader, the business person. And as they're sharing in the audience, congratulations, Tamara, from everyone.
Thank you.
Congratulations, CEO Maya says.
Oh, thank you, Maya. I think if I'm honest, I've had the reel for a while, but it's good to hear my mom accept that it's time for her to now enjoy the next phase of her life, and that she can confidently leave things in my hand. She's still the chairman of the board, so she's still my boss.
Yeah.
You know what, Jamal? I was going to say, this warms my heart beyond belief, because there are so many, especially this being a Black family-owned business that you've watched grow. There are so many cases where the parent cannot comfortably pass that torch, and the whole thing just falls apart and it's over, right? So to see it be passed on to another generation, I love it. I'm so excited for what's to come.
Well, carrying on from your conversation earlier, I think I've been practicing for this for a while. When I was young, I played boss. And my mother always tells the story of me standing on a crate to operate the registers. It was just always a passion of mine, originally, to help her. She was my mother. Like I wouldn't see her if I didn't help her, because she was invested in getting this business up off the ground. So at night, my math homework was counting the daily takings and making sure she got the deposit right. And so I've just grown up in this business, but also always had a passion for helping my mother make her dreams come true. And now, like we just discussed, carrying on that legacy. So you definitely have to have a passion. It is not just skill. It's not just a business plan. You have got to have a passion to see this through.
Indeed. Passion is a key ingredient. And this is like a one of the best love stories, a love between a mother, daughter, and family and business. So Tamara, I speak on behalf of everybody as part of the TDH crew and saying congratulations. And we look forward to, continuing our work with you. We are obviously grateful that you support the Daily Hour News Break, even how that's evolved with Maya and Tamara now. So thank you. And we look forward to just being there and being a better partner for you in 2023 and beyond.
Absolutely. Thank you all, and a happy and healthy new year to all your listening audience.
Likewise. Have a great one. Talk soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All righty. Tamara Richardson, folks, if you appreciated that conversation, give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Make sure you share that conversation. Sandra, we'll wrap it up when you come back, but
yes.
Yeah, I loved everything about the end of that conversation in particular. And I think it tied into what we said earlier about entrepreneurship. And Maya mentioned passion. Like, you have to have, be passionate about what it is that you're doing. It's a key ingredient. It really is. It's probably as important, if not more, than your plan. But folks, give us a thumbs up, love, like, share this conversation. We're going to take a quick break. Come back with we're going to call it the Central Play today.
A lot happens around your home. That is why at One Communications, we have introduced affordable security and video monitoring, because everyone should be able to afford to protect their family. Anytime, from anywhere, One Home Security keeps you connected and puts security in your hands with an easy-to-use smartphone app to control everything. Home security is important to keep you and your family safe. Motion-activated cameras around your home and security monitoring within create a complete security system providing protection both inside and outside your home. Professional monitoring means that there's someone on call with 24/7 protection to notify the authorities and help keep you and your loved ones safe. We are dedicated to whole home protection with indoor and outdoor cameras, smart door locks, motion sensors, and more, so you'll always be connected to what matters most. With professional installation, no upfront hardware fees, and low monthly rates, because keeping your family safe should be affordable for everyone. Total home video monitoring and security, there's no better way to protect your home than with One Home Security.
All right. Thanks again to Tamara Richardson for stopping by from People's Pharmacy. Thanks again to One Communications Medical House Limited and People's Pharmacy for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. Folks, if you appreciated that conversation and if you're on a platform that offers such, make sure you give us a thumbs up, love, like, make sure you share it amongst your WhatsApp groups. A great story. We started discussing this morning about how we can encourage more Bermudians to become entrepreneurs. And she said it from young. She was maybe on a stepping stool or crate and getting up to the cash register, things like that. If you've seen how that company has evolved, there's opportunities for everyone, right? It's time for the Daily Play, brought to you by Heineken 0.0 and Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Sancha, are you ready?
I guess.
Okay, you guesses. All right.
I like holiday trivia, so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's see if she's got this one, folks. Give me a second. What are the two-day holidays in Bermuda? Say it again.
Cop match. And then Christmas.
And?
Boxing Day.
Yeah, these questions are a bit too easy. Gonna have to speak to somebody about this. You got it. I told you it was easy, Sandra. Congratulations. Folks, stop being haters in the audience. Give us some. Oh, everybody got it, really. Everybody got it. Too easy, yeah. Diane Elliott. First time I've seen Diane Elliott. Welcome to the show. And Sam Cat Place, a regular. Yeah. Just want to go to a comment real fast. Teresa Marie Sancho says, entrepreneurship is a potential way forward, but is subject to sufficient volume of consumers. Anti-foreign and anti-immigration sentiments must be reversed to ensure long-term business success, unless selling to external markets. Craig Simmons confirmed this most important point. Absolutely. We often speak of volume when it comes to prices of stuff. I that's why you wouldn't hear me complaining about price of clothes and stuff in Bermuda. Like, Bermuda doesn't have volume for retail in particular, right? So I get you.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on today's show, entrepreneurship, and then obviously Tamara.
Yeah, entrepreneurship, as I said before, it's difficult. It's not for the faint at heart. I don't want to discourage anyone, but just know that it's not a walk in the park. And if you have started your entrepreneurial journey, don't be discouraged if it's not exactly like that business plan that they told you to write, because there are so many twists and turns within this journey, and allow yourself to enjoy it and go on it. Don't block it. If you see that, maybe going a little more to the left may be an option, don't be afraid of what's to come. I think I said it when I first came on the show. One thing my dad has always instilled in me is don't be afraid to take risks, and do not be afraid to fail. Like, it's been projects where I've seen my dad lose money that it's just like, hey, it's a part of it, right? And there's a lesson learned within that. So, and as far as Tammy is concerned, a lot of Tammy's journey and their family, I see so much of myself in Tammy, and the way that I took over a lot from my father, and to see her taking over from her mom and the next generation moving through. And Jamal, one thing I wanted to say, and this may ruffle some people's feathers, in our Black community, a lot of the times it's like, oh, that person was born with a silver spoon in their mouth, or they don't work, or they were given everything. I think we need to normalize creating generational wealth. And it does not mean that that person did not work for anything, because and I'm sure Tammy will concur, we probably work 10 times harder than anyone you could imagine. Jamal,
I can attest to that. I don't even mean to cut you off. I can attest to that Sancha and Tammy, since we're talking about these two in particular, people don't get it. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because I actually wanted to go there as well. Like, these are hard working people, folks. Like, I mean, without getting too personal and sharing too much, these folks are up when most people are sleeping.
Yeah.
There's a lot of tears. There's a lot of heartbreak. There's a lot of like lost friendships and relationships, missed parties.
Yep.
There's a lot to it, and I'm glad you said that. This is not like, oh, here I have a business. Here you go, son, or here you go, daughter. No. Work.
No. I mean, like I said, the thought it brings tears to my eyes, like that. I'm so happy for her to know. I know that journey. Like, she's worked hard for it. And like I said, I hope that our Black community at some point can look at it and say, maybe you were the first generation of that wealth for your kids. Let's normalize.
But we're not there. And Curtis Dickinson is proof of that. The Premier of Bermuda and his crew basically almost demonized this man, literally, for being a Wall Street guy. Why can't Black people go there and pretty much get what they believe they deserve, or be a part of that, and give back to their community after? Why are we demonized that? But we're championing people going into politics and making a living? It's those kind of things. We are looking down and pointing fingers and criticizing people who are doing what I believe we all should be doing. And that's creating opportunities for ourselves, our families, and our communities. It's that simple. It's that simple. And that's entrepreneurship, folks. That's entrepreneurship. And today we had a lesson in how entrepreneurship works. Remember what she said: retooling her staff, training her staff. It's a lot to it. It's not just because you have money or someone gave you something. I'm sorry, I know, Madeline. You got some daily inspiration for us?
I do, Jamal. So, very simple. Wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction.
There you go. I like that one. Be determined to do what needs to be done on the day, and you'll be satisfied by the time the day ends. Thanks again to our partners, Medical House, One Communications, Lindos, and People's Pharmacy, for ensuring that we're able to do this with you on a daily basis. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you tomorrow. She's Sancha Durham. I'm Jamal Hartman. My friends, please do make it a safe and a great day. We are out. Peace.